opportunity to get to know your story, and thank you for taking the time to tell me your story and doing this live interview. Everyone has a story. Thank you for sharing yours. Just answer the questions the way you feel and interpret them. It is your story. There is no wrong or right answers. It's all about you. And at the end of the interview, we'll give everybody the, if it's okay with you, we'll give everybody the opportunity to ask us questions in the comments. So if you all think of anything during this interview that you want to ask Misty or even me, just jot it down, and we'll answer those if you're okay with
Who
that.
is this? Who's this Mike Fox Long? I think that needs to be deleted.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Let's see. I have your pants if you want them back. I don't know who that is.
That's
Let's see.
dirty.
I think is Spongy on here? I need to make her a moderator. Grandma Teresa, you're a moderator.
Hey, GT.
I'm here.
Yeah, Spongy's right there.
Okay, I removed that comment. Okay, there you are, Spongy. Let me do that before we start.
Hey, Chicken Explorers.
Okay. All right. So the first set of questions is early life questions. These are questions about your upbringing, family background, and childhood experiences. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So the first one is, what do you remember from when you were little?
Um. Well, I have one of my worst memories of when I was little is I remember I got in trouble for something. I remember sitting in front of both my parents at the couch. Well, my brother was too. And I had to have been like around 2 years old, maybe.
Uh-huh.
And we had done something bad. Well, at least they thought we'd done something bad. And I remember they made us go to the corner in separate corners, and I remember sitting there wiping boogers on the wall.
Right.
Yeah, that's my earliest childhood memory.
Okay. That's a good one.
Mm.
What was your family like when you were growing up?
It was rough. It was hard. I mean, my parents loved us. They loved both of us, but you could say that my dad was a child abuser, really. I mean, in today's time. Back
Yeah.
in that time, people probably would have thought, oh, they got their ass beat, and
Yeah.
they got the shit smacked out of them because
That's
they
how they did it.
smacked you in the face and everything, busted your mouth, all that kind of stuff. But it was hard because they were both racist. I was
Oh,
raised racist.
yeah,
The
that is
funny
hard.
thing, the funny thing is, and my son keeps telling me to do a DNA test, but I never was considered white the whole time growing up. I was treated really, really bad my whole entire life. My whole entire life by white people. I was
Oh,
treated really, really bad. And when I would try to tell my parents about it, they thought I was a liar and I got my ass beat because I would tell them. And then they'd be like, you just want to be black or go to bitch ass. And so it was really hard growing up. I mean, they loved me. And don't get me wrong, there were plenty of good times, plenty of good times. But my dad was very, very abrasive.
mhm.
He was
So,
very mean.
were your parents, were they white or black?
Oh, that's what I was going to say. My dad did not look like a white man. If I had a did he, Spongy? No. If I had a picture of him, you would swear he was like Native American or something. He was always really dark brown. He had jet black hair, and
Mhm.
his hazel eyes, and big nose. Not like a white man's nose, the slender, long nose, and all that. Really high cheekbones. There was a lot of Native American in our family, or
Yeah.
rather, there is a lot of Native American in our family.
Mhm.
But if you ever said anything to him, like people would come up to him all the time and ask him if he was Hispanic, he'd get mad. Or if he was Native American. Now he didn't mind people asking him that. But if they kind of hinted around that he looked black or that I looked like a mixed child, he'd get really, really pissed.
So he identified as white.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't look white.
Right.
He really didn't look white. Now, some of his sisters looked white and some of them didn't. It was really odd. Uh, his dad, I never met. His dad was killed by a drunk driver when I was just 6 months old.
Yeah.
I do have a very, very faint memory of an elderly man holding me in his lap. Very faint. It's very faint. And feeling really happy. I felt really happy.
And you don't
But
you
that's
don't
all.
you don't know who that was?
I'm pretty sure it was his dad.
Oh,
It was his before he got killed. Because
oh,
it was what's crazy is that memory coincides with the day he died. Because when he left the house, he came to visit my dad. And when he left the house that very day, he got killed by a drunk driver
oh
going
wow.
home. Mhm.
So who did you look up to when you were young?
My mom. I always looked. I think we all do look up to our moms.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my mom.
Did your family have any unique traditions?
I mean, outside of like the holidays and stuff like that, no, not really. No.
Just the
Now, my
normal.
mom's dad did because he came over from Ireland,
Oh,
and she is white. She's a straight white woman, redheaded and everything. But
wow.
they came over from Ireland.
Yeah.
She did too as a baby,
Okay.
but they had to flee. They fled Ireland because of I forgot all what it was. It was the Protest. Was it the Protestants? It was a religious thing, and they were killing each other out of the different beliefs and all that. And my grandfather owned a business over there. We actually have a family crest over there, the Morphy crest, and
Wow.
apparently the Morphys came from rich people. They had a big castle, and it's just there's a lot of history on that side of the family.
So Misty, tell us. I mean, I know who you are, but tell everyone else your name and how old you are and where you were born.
Oh, well, for everybody that doesn't know me, I'm crazy.
That's why we're friends.
All right. My name is Misty Freeman, and I'm 53 years old. I'm old. God, I look old on here.
You aren't
Um,
old. I shook my head, yeah, but I didn't mean it that way.
oh,
You're
you
not old.
did? You were shaking your head, yes?
I was just nodding while you were talking, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh no, you're not old
I
because
feel
you're not much
old,
older
boy.
than
I
me. So if
feel
you're old,
old. I feel old.
you've
Spongy
lived an
feels old
old
all the
life."
time. But I'm 53, and I was born in Richmond, Virginia. And, oh, do you want me to talk a little more about myself?
No, you can. Well, we're going to ask some more questions that'll
Oh,
dig a
okay.
little deeper, and
Mhm.
go ahead and tell everyone the name of your channels so they can
Mhm.
maybe go look you up in case they don't make it all the way to the end because this will probably be a long interview the way we like to talk.
Oh, I know. That's okay, though. That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We ain't got
Um,
no hurry.
all right. So, I have three channels. You
Yeah.
know, I'm thinking about doing a fourth channel.
Are you?
Yes. Because I
Go
like to do
for it.
photography, and it wouldn't be a channel where you're talking or anything really.
That
It
would
would
be
just
an
be
easy
photography.
outlet.
Hmm.
Yeah, that
And
would be
like
fun.
maybe like scenic drives and stuff like that, you know. But there'd never be really any talking at all. And Spongy would be there too, wouldn't you, Spongy? Yeah. But I have three channels. I have I changed my name to my spooky channel, Shannon. Um, it is called My Sinister Whispers. Have you seen it yet?
Yes,
You
I
you
did.
did? You
Yeah,
did?
yeah, because I went and got the link and put it in the comments of the post announcing the
Mhm.
interview.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you like how it looks, the
I
banner and
do.
everything. Like
I
I
like
like
what
it.
you're doing. I do like
Yeah,
what you're
I
doing.
like that.
So that's
So
one of them.
that's the first one. My sinister whispers, and then me and Spongy have a channel together called at Rant Every Day,
And that's my favorite.
and we get on there and we're just raw, busted loose.
Yeah.
We just
Wild
say
stuff.
whatever. I'm flying the F bomb all over the place. It's a plane I'm flying around.
Uncensored fun.
Yeah.
And
I
then
got to
you're,
get a new one up there. I hadn't done one in 8 days
I know,
now.
I keep
So,
checking.
yeah, I'm going to get one
Uh,
up there today.
your
Oh, and
cooking
then I got
channel.
the, yeah, and then I got this channel, Down Home Misty Style.
That's it. And it's some
Yeah.
good eating on there.
Yep. Yep. You
And
cook good too.
gardening.
Yeah, gardening. I do gardening. Gosh, I got so much I want to do with the yard and everything for the garden next year. I envy you and Okies though, because y'all you have a pretty much flat yard, don't you?
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
do.
not.
I've never had a
Yeah,
front yard till now.
mine's not. Mine's. I mean, we actually back in the day, this was a huge mountain that they blasted through, and we live on the side of it. It's still a mountain, but it's shrunk, and since they blasted through it and all that. But it floods because we're halfway down it and it floods real bad. And I mean, it floods bad. But
Yeah.
I envy y'all because I have to work on the side of a hill on both sides of the yard,
Yeah.
both of them. So, yeah. But I do gardening. Um, I wanted to do like, I crochet and all that too. And I wanted to start doing that on the channel, but I don't know.
That would go along with your down home with me,
It
Misty
it would,
style.
wouldn't it? It would go on. It
Because
would
it's
go along with that down
homemaking.
home then. Yeah, yeah.
That's homemaking. So how did you get along with your family?
When I was growing up, I mean, I loved my parents. I loved my mom and dad, but I did not agree with how they believed. I didn't agree with it. And when was it I was 18. I left home. Well, first I joined the military to get away from them. But secretly and behind the scenes, I was seeing their dad
Mhm.
secretly. And he's a
Yeah.
black man.
Okay.
And I knew if they found out, I was in for it, even at 18 years old. But my whole life growing up, they were so racist. They didn't want me to have black friends, couldn't have any Hispanic friends, didn't get to go anywhere, never had a slumber party, never even didn't even get to go to prom, didn't get to do nothing.
That's rough.
Um, huh?
That's rough.
Yeah, it was hard. It was really hard.
Did they come to accept your husband?
It took a long time. It took a really long time. They weren't there at any of the children's births. Didn't come and didn't acknowledge the kids for years. I mean, and I live with that hurt to this day. I
That's
don't want to
sad.
cry. Yeah, I don't want to
We
cry.
live in a very racist area. It's not like that now, but it was. But we weren't raised that way.
It still is. They just hide it really well.
Yeah, yeah, it goes
They
down
hide it.
from there. But we weren't raised that way. We loved everybody, and that's how I raised my children. And I just can't stand it. I don't understand it. But
Oh,
what's your favorite memory from when you were young?
um, oh gosh. I wouldn't say it's my favorite memory. They used to always take us on vacation to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And they used to have, there was this, well, back then it wasn't old, but today it doesn't exist anymore. But it was more of like old fashioned water park. It wasn't like one of these big fancy water parks. I didn't know how to swim then.
Mhm.
And I think I was probably about, I don't know, probably about 9 years old, maybe. And my dad talked to me into getting on the water slide. And he was like, it's fine. The water's not deep. When you get down there, you'll bounce right back up again. I'm like, okay. So we get up there on this big ass water slide way up there. And I'm
Mhm.
like, no, I'm scared. I don't want to. I'm going to go back down. He's like, no, no. You up here now. You got to come on. He's like, here, you just sit right here between my legs and I'll hold on to you and everything will be fine. I'm like, all right. So we start going down the water slide and we're going real high up on the sides. I'm like, Daddy, I don't think this is right at all. Something's not right. And, and then all of a sudden we end up backwards.
Oh no.
We end up backwards. And I'm screaming and crying and all. And we're on a different water slide. We jumped from one to the it's lucky we're alive.
Oh my
Because
God.
we flipped off the water slide and went on to the other one. Backwards.
Wow.
And
That's
then
a
we land in the water. The whole time I was sitting on it. I was sitting on him, drowning
You weren't going to drown, but he might.
him. And
That's
I remember my mom choking to death now.
funny.
I remember my mom, she was waving real hard. And I thought
Uh-huh.
she was waving at me. So I was like, hey, what? But she, she was waving to get me off my dad.
She was trying to save him.
When I got up crying, when he finally got up out of the water, his false teeth fell
Oh my goodness. That's even better. Oh,
out. His false teeth were floating away in the water.
that's great. That's great. Did he catch them?
Yeah, yeah, he got him. But he nearly drowned. He nearly drowned. When he finally was able to get up, he was like, "You were killing me." Oh God, that was so funny. That was so funny. It was so funny. It was traumatizing as a child, though.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
looking back
goodness.
at it, it's hilarious.
Well,
Hilarious.
can you think of something funny or embarrassing that happened to you?
As a child,
Hmm. Or young
oh,
person,
I can't
teenager?
really remember it because I was only like, I gotta get some soda.
That's what I wish Diet Pepsi would sponsor me.
See, you know what? When I was on keto years ago, I lost so much weight, and I drank diet soda, I drank black coffee, and now I can't do it. I can't drink diet. I
Yeah.
can't do it. It's just
I used to be
nasty to
that
me.
way. I used to be that way, and I
Mhm,
just now I'm used to it. So
mhm. Yeah, you get accustomed to it. You develop a taste for it and everything. But what was the question again?
something. Can you think of something funny or embarrassing that happened to you? It could be
So,
any time in your life. It don't have to be when you were a kid. Just anything you want to share with us.
um, well, Spongy told you what I did when we went on our beach trip. Do you remember? So I was getting coffee, and the glass there at the condo was so crystal clear, you wouldn't even know it was there. You wouldn't know it. And I was getting coffee, and I was like, Shalea, do you want to go outside and sit on the balcony and watch the ocean? Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, here's your coffee and here's my coffee. And we start walking to the door,
Mhm.
and I smacked right into it and fell backwards, and the coffee went everywhere. And I mean, I went bam into the glass, and I was like, Spongy was standing there. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I started crying. I was like, "No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay." My day was just ruined. I'm like, "It's ruined, Shalaya." She's
Yeah.
like, "We'll still go sit on the balcony. It'll be okay." I'm like, okay.
Oh,
But yeah, that was real embarrassing.
yeah.
That was embarrassing. But it was just us. Nobody else saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry and Bean saw it too. They
Uh,
saw it.
what traditions do you enjoy?
Oh God, that question you just asked me, I just realized another one that goes good with it.
Well, tell it.
I was in when I was in middle school, I was in the choir.
Uh-huh.
Our chorus, they call it chorus. And there was this big event that we went to, and my mom had bought me these new shoes, but they were too big. So I was trying to hold on to them with my toes in the shoe, like, curling my toe up and everything. And we had to go up bleachers. And I happened to be at like probably the middle part of the bleachers. And there was a whole bunch of people there too. And I kept telling myself the whole time, I was like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And I was probably about 14.
Oh no.
And as I was coming down the bleachers, I slipped in the shoes.
Oh
And
no.
one of the shoes went flying through the air and hit the person in the head.
Oh no. Oh no.
And then I busted my ass on the ground. But my shoe, I was like slow motion. I saw it flying through the air and hit this man right in the forehead. And
Oh
he didn't, he
no.
didn't get mad. He just brought me my shoe. He's like, "Here you go. Are you all right?" And I grabbed my shoe and I just and ran away, ran to my parents. But yeah, that
Right.
was embarrassing. That was very embarrassing. Yeah.
That yeah, at 14 especially. Because
Hmm.
you care what people think at that age.
Yeah. Yeah.
What traditions do you enjoy?
Um, Thanksgiving. I mean, all the major holidays, really, except for Halloween. I'm not big on Halloween. Um,
Really? I would have thought you would have been big on Halloween.
I got real scared one time in a haunted house, and I was a child, and I got traumatized because, and I remember the haunted house very clearly, and my mom was scared too. We both got stuck. Like I don't know if she wouldn't move because I wouldn't move. I can't remember. But at the very end of this haunted house, it was like a mental asylum, and they had jail cells on each side, and you had to go down the middle, and the people were reaching out of the jail cells to grab you. I was so scared because one of them grabbed me, and I backed up all over my mom.
I love haunted houses.
I'm scared of them. I'm really, really scared of them. I mean, I'll do them, but I don't really like it.
Yeah.
Everybody likes me to go though because they get a kick out of me screaming. Because
Yeah.
I'll be in there screaming the whole time. Especially if you go into one where there's a really dark area and you can't see anything, and you got to
Uh-huh.
feel along to find your
Feel it.
way. Mm-mm. Spongy's terrified.
Yeah. So
She
you like
she is terrified.
pretty much all the holidays except for you're not a big fan of the Halloween.
Yeah, yeah. But see, I love scary movies. I
Yeah, that's why
love
I
horror
thought for
movies.
sure you were a big fan of Halloween. That's my favorite is Halloween.
No, I mean I
Um,
like the pumpkin patches and the hay rides and like the games and the movies and all that. But I'm just not big on the scary houses. My brother is,
wow.
you know.
So our next set of questions are about educational and career journey questions. These are questions about your career path, highlighting significant milestones, achievements, and challenges you faced.
Mhm.
Can you share a favorite school memory? I gotta fly.
You did what? What
Fly.
happened? Oh, it was a fly.
Yeah. Can you share your favorite school memory?
Um, I really don't have one
Hmm.
because when I was in school, I got picked on a lot. I got picked on an awful lot. And the majority of my memories are just for school. You mean like elementary school, middle school, high school, stuff like
Yeah.
that?
Hmm.
Yeah, my like elementary school was fun and middle school was fun. But going into high school, it was awful. It was not a pleasant experience for me at all. It was awful. And again, a lot of it had to do with the racism. A lot of
Yeah,
racism.
that makes
Like
it.
the white. I remember one day, very very clearly. It's like it's never left my mind. And I was standing in the lunch line, and this cheerleader girl, she was wearing her cheerleader uniform and everything, just wanted to be a bitch. I mean, that's all it was. And she came over to me and pushed me, and she's like, "Why are you in this line? You're not white,
Oh no,
bitch." Yeah.
that's terrible.
And I was standing there and I started crying. I was like, "Why are you treating me like this?"
Mhm.
She's like, "You're not white. You're probably a wetback,"
Oh
or
wow.
the N word.
Yeah, that's terrible. Mhm.
And so I went to the other line where the majority it was Hispanics and black people, pretty much. And I went into that line. And I had this group of black girls that became my friends because they saw that day and they happened to become my friends. And that's who I ate lunch with every day after that. So I really I don't have any good memories really of school at all. And then when I would try to tell my parents about it, they would tell me that it was just in my head.
Oh.
I was just creating a problem. And yeah, it was pretty bad.
What was your first job and what did you learn from it?
My first job was at the American Cookie Company.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, that's my first job. I was actually 15 years old when I got that job. And I did so well that they made me assistant manager at 15 years old. Yeah, I was
Wow.
like able to lock the store up. What was in the mall? But I still was able to, I had to cash out at the end of the night, take the drawers out, count the money, put it in the safe. If there was any money that needed to go to the bank, my parents, I would tell them when they would come pick me up, we need to stop at the bank. I got to do a night deposit and all that.
Mhm.
And so it taught me how to be a good worker, how to be productive and manage my own life at a young age.
How did you pick your job?
I just went to the mall applying for jobs, you know,
Yeah.
and I liked baking, and the cookie place was one of the first ones I went to. And that's exactly what I said to them too, because they asked me, they were like, what drove you here to apply? And I'm like, I like cookies. I like to bake
Yeah. Like cookies.
and eat them too. Yeah.
And look
And
at you now,
they
you're
were
still
they
baking cookies.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was the best and most challenging job you've ever had?
I was a CNA, and it was very, very difficult to
Mm,
see the old people treated the way that they were.
I've done that.
And I mean, I've worked long hours. There was many, many times I worked third shift, but there were many times I had to also cover first shift because people didn't show up. So
Mhm.
when they say nurses are overworked, nurses really are overworked. And I wanted to try to spend quality time with each patient, but
Mhm.
you didn't really have the time to be able to do that, you know? And it was really, really difficult when one of them died.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was very, very hard. But I was going to be that was my career path, and I was going to be a nurse practitioner. I was going to go to college. Well, I did go to college, but my goal was to go to college, start off as an RN, a traveling nurse,
Mhm.
and move on into getting my master's and becoming a nurse practitioner. And that just never happened. I ended up getting injured when I was a CNA. A patient fell on my arm, and to this day, this arm is all jacked up.
Yeah, it's
To this
hard.
day, yeah. When I was young, it wasn't. I mean, it would cause me problems, but now today, it's got me. It's pretty much a crippled arm. It's really messed up from that. But that's not the main reason I didn't achieve my goal, it was basically because of Spongy. Because Spongy was going through, I mean, Shalea was going through an awful lot. Her dad was overseas. So I was the only parent. And she just had a lot of problems.
She needed to. Yeah.
Yeah. And it got to the point where they wouldn't let her stay in school. I mean, they just would not let her stay in school. And I had to make the choice. I talked to my professors and everything. And at that time, there was no at home college. You couldn't take classes online at that time. That was back in the 90s. And it wasn't available. It just was not available. And so I had to drop out of college and, take care of Spongy. I had to teach her to read and write. And I don't blame her for that at all.
Right.
Because she didn't ask to be here. I had to make that sacrifice. But
That's
now
what we
when
do.
school did become available online, I did go back. I went back twice, but I never was able to finish. The first time I went back, I got very, very sick because I was trying to do too much. And I ended up in the hospital with a bowel blockage. And I was in the hospital probably for 3 weeks. I was in there for quite some time. And after that, I was just too far behind to catch back up. So I didn't go back. And then I tried again here in Tennessee. And I got burned out. I never completed it.
I feel like it's harder online.
It's easy. I think it's easier.
Do
I
you?
think it's a lot easier. Yeah. Yeah. Because you can
Um,
go at your own pace. As long
right.
as you're getting the assignments done, you could pretty much go at your own pace.
It was harder for me. I guess,
Was it really?
yeah. I think everybody learns differently. I'm more hands-on and the online stuff, I don't know, it was hard for me to absorb the information by just reading it.
Mm-hmm. Are your glasses reading glasses?
No, I'm blind. They're they're
They're for you to see. They're not just
yeah,
reading glasses.
yeah,
Oh well.
they're for seeing and they're bifocals too. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
no, I'm not blind. Mine's not real bad. Like I only wear them if I really need to see something.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the time if I'm driving, I try to wear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Because
how
I
did you
can't see.
balance?
I since I've gotten older, I cannot see close up at all. Like when I took my glasses off, I can't really see how you look really, and I can't see any of the writing, any comments at all. But when I put them on, I can see.
I'm nearsighted and farsighted. So
I am
and
too.
the
Yeah.
bifocals. I can't
Hmm.
even see with them. Like if I'm like medicine bottles and things,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't see it with my glasses. I have to take a picture of it and zoom it in. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if you just need like a different kind of prescription, maybe something
It's time
special.
to go back. So,
Hmm.
uh, so how did you balance work and your personal life?
Oh God. Well, when their dad was overseas, I was a homemaker when they were young. Um, when they were babies, all the way up until golly, almost their whole lives. Are you crying? What? No. Um, I was a stay-at-home mom.
That's the
And
best.
so it wasn't until he came back from overseas, um, that I started my writing company. I did ads for advertising companies, car dealerships. I did their ads. Just whoever, like people would email me and ask me what my rates were and all that kind of stuff. And I also did college papers for kids. I shouldn't have done that, but I did that too. Wrote college essays, all that kind of stuff. Did short stories, wrote erotic stories too.
Oh
I did that
wow.
too. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that. I like writing those.
Yeah.
I like writing those. Um, I would actually do a YouTube channel reading. Well, I don't know if I would read them or not.
I
If I
think you
read them, it
should.
would have to be a recording. Like it
Yeah.
had to be pre-recorded.
I wouldn't do it live because
No.
that way you
Mm-mm.
could edit it and make it real that ASMR, because you have a great voice for that.
You
You
think
know,
so?
yeah. When me and Shonda was on the live and you was reading and you got real deep, and I commented, I said that's a little frisky. You've
Oh,
got
well,
a good
thank you.
voice for the erotic stories. I feel like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I think you would
yeah.
do
I
great with
wouldn't
that,
like you
but
said
I
though.
wouldn't do
I
it
couldn't.
live. Yeah, I would
I
do
would
it.
hope nobody would judge me in our community if I did do something like that. Because
I don't think.
when I say erotic writing, you know what I mean.
Well,
It's down and it's gritty.
that would
It's
go
like
to a
50
certain
Shades
group.
of Gray.
Yeah, some
It's like
people
that.
might not watch them, and that's okay. And some people would enjoy it.
Hmm.
Different strokes for different folks, and that's
Hmm.
okay. That's what I like about our little group. We can be ourselves, and we might not agree with everything that everybody does, and that's okay. We don't have to.
Hmm.
It's okay. We can just be you. And if that's something you enjoy, I say go for it.
Oh
You could even
gosh.
do the channel to where you didn't even put your face to it.
I
Like
know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would be behind the scenes,
like
and
that
like
singer that never showed her face, something
yeah.
like that. That would be
Hmm.
cool.
Hmm. Yeah.
What have you learned from past work relationships?
Um, it's not good. My past work relationships, I it's hard to trust people.
It is,
It is
especially
very
women. It's hard to work
yeah,
with women. I've always got
yeah.
along better with men coworkers
Mhm.
than women coworkers because the drama.
Mhm. But yeah, I've learned that you can't really tell you like you can't really have a friend at work because if you try to confine something in them, it's going to get out. It's going to get
Mhm.
around. And then when you go and try to ask them, did you do that? Then they lie to you. And
Right.
so I just kind of found like, or they create drama, in the workplace and all that. And
Yes.
yeah, I just, when I worked at Citibank, before I got real sick, I was at Citibank for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I always worked at home, never worked in the office at all. And I loved that. I loved being able
Yeah,
to just
that's
get
nice.
up in my pajamas, go to my desk, and there you go.
Yeah.
I like that. Didn't have to deal with the people.
Yeah, I can't anymore. And
Mhm,
that's strange because I've always been a people person. I've always loved working
mhm,
with the public. I was a hairstylist. But
mhm.
now I just want to be in my garden with my
Yeah.
plants. I don't want to
It's
deal with
like, yeah.
people. It's like I can feel all their stuff.
Mhm, mhm.
So our
Yeah.
next set of questions is personal background questions. These are questions related to personal development, including moments of self-discovery, overcoming obstacles, and evolving. It's getting
Mhm.
deep.
Oh no.
What has been your proudest accomplishment so far?
Um, my proudest accomplishment in my whole entire life is being a mother.
Mm, That's
Don't
that's
make me
a
cry, Shannon.
I forgot to get my tissues. What was I thinking? I'm looking like, oh no, I meant to grab
Yeah.
tissues.
I always wanted to have kids. I always wanted to get.
Yeah, that's I feel the same way.
Yeah.
How do you handle tough times?
Oh gosh. Like, do you mean sometimes like in sickness or financial or?
Whatever it means to you. However you interpret it, what that question means to you, just answer it how you feel.
Oh gosh. I don't handle tough times well. Sickness, financial. I'll pray. I pray about it. But then when I pray, after I pray, it's like I don't have any faith that it's going to be taken care of. Because I still sit there, like with COVID, for example.
Mhm.
When I got really, really sick with COVID, I thought I was going to die. I couldn't breathe. And, because I've got lupus, I
Mhm.
couldn't breathe. I was very, no, I've had it twice. the first time I had it wasn't real bad because I had the COVID shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't real bad. Second time I hadn't had the COVID shot and it was bad. It was really bad. And I was really sick and the breathing was the worst. The cough would kill you. Have you had it?
I had it, but I didn't have it bad.
You didn't have it
The,
bad? You've
the
only had it
worst,
one time?
I have asthma, so when I had it, I lived in an apartment. It was upstairs. I basically had to stay upstairs because I had no energy. That was the worst part for
Yeah.
me. I
Yeah.
could not get out of bed. I couldn't
Hmm.
function. I
But
didn't
I
have a
remember I remember praying to God like, don't let me die. Help me breathe, you know. But then I would start crying and panicking and not have any faith that he was going to help me, and um, just panic, and it made it worse.
Yeah.
You know, it made it a lot worse. Um, Spongy never really got it bad, but me and her brother did. And those coughs, man, would rip your lung right out of your back. Like it hurts so bad. That
I've had
cough was
pleurisy.
horrible.
It was like that. The pain from
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
pleurisy. I've had it
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah. And I still really haven't ever regained like all of my taste or my smell. Because there's some foods I used to love and I try it now and I'm like, ew, that's not very good.
I've
When I
heard that.
used to love it, you know.
Yeah.
But and that's how I do with sickness. I get scared. I'll pray about it, but then I'll kind of like not have the faith. And then same thing with finances. We've been homeless before, and uh, I would just be like, God, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? God, please help us. What are we going to do? And then I would just start panicking and worrying and fretting myself up, you know. And one little thing could go wrong, and I'll blow it up into a monster ordeal. And like for instance, take just something as small as a direct deposit.
Right.
You're counting on that direct deposit. And I would work myself up all week. I'd be like, oh my God, what if that direct deposit doesn't go to the right account? Oh my God, what if some of the money's missing? Oh my God, how are we going to pay our mortgage if that money's not there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what are we going to do? And it hadn't even happened yet.
Right.
Like it
You
hadn't
get
even
all worked
happened
up.
yet.
My mom's kind of like that. She worries about
Mhm.
things, like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What advice
What's
would you give?
crazy, Spongy? Spongy said that's crazy. I don't know what Spongy's talking about.
I was talking about that story about the water slide.
Oh, the water slide. Yeah, man. That cracked me up. That cracked me up.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
To my younger self, save for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Put money up every time you have some money. Put some of it up so you can't touch it.
Yeah.
So I myself can't get it because I am bad with money.
Me too.
I am very bad with money. Very bad. Like my poor husband, that poor man. I mean, I might I might rant about him, you know, but I know he loves me. I know he does because he would give me the shirt off his back. He spent his last penny. If I said, I want that bottle of liquor tonight, he would get it. He'll get it. Even if he doesn't like me doing it, he'll
Yeah.
still get it. He'll still do it. I can't tell you how many times I've overdrafted his account.
That's his
And he's
love
just,
language then.
huh?
That is his love language to you.
Yeah, it is. It is. But then he'll say something like, "Well, Kyle's overdrafted again, damn it!" And then I'm like, "I didn't mean to.
Right.
I forgot." And then he doesn't say anything else.
Yeah.
Oh well, he sometimes he does. He'll be like, "Just giving that money to the bank is all we're doing. It's all we're doing." Because we've got overdraft protection up to $1,000, and
I
they'll
took
pay
that
anything up
offline.
there. But they'll hit you with $36 for $5 too.
Mhm.
And he's told me that. He's like, Why would you buy something for $17 when you knew we didn't have enough? And now you bought something for $17 plus 36. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, sorry. Oops. Yeah, I'm bad with money. I am very bad with money.
What are some cool things you've done or seen in your life?
Um, I haven't really got to see much of anything really. Um, I think the ocean is cool. I love the beach. That's my favorite place to go. And what is something? What else? I mean, I was in a tornado one time.
Well, that's
It was
pretty cool.
That's pretty scary. That's
Yeah.
scary. But yeah, I saw that. Um, I really, if you, I mean, my husband has been all over the world and saw everything. Like, he's been to Japan, Korea, Germany, Hawaii, England, the Philippines, Afghanistan, all over the Middle East. He's been to Dubai, there in the
Oh,
Middle East,
wow.
and
Wow.
he says it is so beautiful there. Like, it's like the most beautiful place on earth. Dubai is.
I've
And
seen you on TV.
he talks about the pristine sands, like they're so white. They're so white. And the water is so blue. He talks about that all the time. I've asked him to take me there one day, but I don't know if we'll ever go. I
Maybe.
don't know. We might.
Can you think of a time when you were pleased in your life?
When I was what?
Pleased, happy, content, pleased.
It's that's sad. That's sad because I mean I tell myself I'm happy, but I don't think I'm really happy. I think that I don't know. I worry so much that I think it keeps me from being happy. The last time I was really truly happy was when I was a stay-at-home mom and they were little and I could just spend all the time with them and just God, I'm gonna cry. I gotta stop it. We could just take them to the park.
Yeah. They're so much easier when they're little. I always say the grown children are the hard ones. The young ones at home, that's the easy part.
Yeah, yeah. I think the happiest time in my life, and some people might think this is crazy. The happiest time in my life was when we were broke ass poor as hell. We didn't have shit. I mean, literally, we had nothing. And we had lost our home and we had to go move to West Virginia and stay with his mom for a while. Now that I wasn't happy then. Who wants to stay with their mother-in-law?
Right. I've had to
I
do
wasn't
that
happy
too.
then. But we it was Big Sandy, West Virginia, and some people helped us find a house for rent that was $100 a month is all they asked for. Because we had three small little kids, we needed somewhere to live. And we were butt poor. God, I'm gonna cry again. Oh God, I don't know if I could do I don't know if I could do this. I would make this favorite thing they love. They don't like it now, but I would make a gravy and take a whole chicken and I would cook the chicken, roast it in the oven. And I remember standing there and it was always on well, I think it was on Wednesday. Spongy might know. And they put the chicken in the gravy with the peas and all that and put it over biscuits.
Hmm.
And we would all go watch Dragon Ball Z together.
Oh.
We'd sit there, you know, and we were butt poor. We didn't have anything. We didn't have a car.
Yeah.
We didn't couldn't afford Christmas. But being like that was the best time of my life.
I've heard a lot of people say that the best time of their life was when, was the hardest time of their life.
Because we didn't have to worry about anything. We didn't have any money, so we didn't have to worry.
Yeah, if
Like,
you don't have it, you don't have to worry about it. That's true.
no, and I cleaned clothes in the bathtub on one of the little things where you, like back in the day, and I hung them out on the clothesline. And
I was doing that last year.
were you
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, we didn't have washer and dryer. I was washing them in the bathtub and wringing
Mm,
them out and hanging them on the clothesline.
yeah. And the kids were little, and I would put all three of them in the bathtub to conserve water and give them a bath. And
And then use that
best
water to
the
flush the
best time.
toilet.
It was the best time of our best time. They'll say that too.
Yeah.
Because we could just go into the mountains and be gone in there for hours, just sitting there. And their dad was with me every day.
Yeah.
It was the best time of our lives.
What's something surprising about you that we might not expect? Something surprising.
Oh, surprising.
Mhm.
Oh Lord. I don't know. Um, well, y'all didn't know I was a writer for a long time.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
didn't know you were
only.
in the military.
I didn't make it all the way through either. I was in there for the 6 months I was in there, and I went out on medical leave because I just couldn't do it. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
I couldn't have
I,
done it. My son did it. I couldn't have done it.
it's
Nope.
very, very hard. And if you have any kind of body issue, like spinal issues, anything like that,
Yeah.
you're not gonna. You can't do it. You go out. But yeah, I was in the military, and I used to be really athletic, and
Mhm.
yeah, I used to hike big mountains. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to hike.
I do too. I told my son, I said, we can still do it, but we'd have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning to get there.
We have some
Because we'd
nice
have to
places
walk.
to hike.
I
That,
told him, no, I told him, I'm like, we'd have to leave and be there at around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning because it would take me all day to get up the mountain.
yeah.
I can't do like I used to.
Right.
But yeah, I would still do it.
Yeah.
I
I
would
would
still
like to
do it.
take you to some places around here. It's not real bad. We take our
Mhm,
time,
mhm,
stop, take our
mhm.
time and go as far as we could, but some really pretty stuff to see.
Oh, I bet
Basically.
so.
So our
Mhm.
next set of questions is about interest and passions. These questions reflect your interest, hobbies, and areas of expertise.
Mhm.
The first one is there a song, movie, or book that you love?
Oh gosh, there is what is the name of that movie? It's a western, and they're out on the plains. Somebody might know the name of it. And there is Kevin Costner is in it. I believe Kevin Costner's in it. There's three brothers,
Mhm.
and they're out there on the plains. I can't think of the name of it. And I think one of their wives dies, or I can't remember it. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't either, but I've seen it. I love those movies.
I think Kevin Costner's in it. I'm pretty sure he's in it because he was in Dances with Wolves. That's
Mhm.
another one of my favorite movies. Is Dances with Wolves. I love that movie. And then another one is Last of the Mohicans.
Mhm.
He was in that one too, wasn't he?
I don't know. I'm terrible with that,
Oh,
remembering
oh,
stuff
was
like that.
remembering who is I? Some I am. I can be. Yeah.
Like I know if
So,
I like it when I see it, but as far as to tell you who was in it or the name
hmm
of it, I'm
hmm
useless.
but I do have a favorite song that I always tell Spongy I want to have at my funeral.
Oh, okay.
Spongy, tell everybody in the chat what the song is. I can't think. I can't remember the name.
When you
That's
think
why.
of it, Spongy, type it in for us.
Mhm. Okay, so you feeling better? I know you said in the live yesterday that you had muscle aches and stuff. Didn't he say that last night?
Yeah, he was sick. I think he was getting sick. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
it was muscle aches or like sick.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite hobbies or activities?
Um, That's not the one, Spongy.
Are you sure?
No, that's not the one. It's the one that Mariah Carey sings that we had at Mom's funeral. I can't think. Mariah Carey sings it, but I can't think of the name of it.
Boys to Men are in it, right?
Yeah, Boys to Men are in it with her, aren't they?
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it. Shannon, ask me that question again.
What are some of your favorite hobbies or activities?
Y'all already know I love to cook and bake. I love
Video games
cook and bake.
too.
And I am a huge video gamer. Like
I don't know that.
yeah, I am a big time video gamer. I love Elden Ring, Dark Souls, um all the scary games, all the Silent Hills. I've played those. I'm dying to play the new Silent Hill game. Silent
My
Hill
friend
F. Oh
Kelly's a
my.
gamer.
Huh?
My friend Kelly's a gamer.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Because I asked her if she's played that. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
asked her that.
You did.
But yeah,
Hmm.
I'm a huge gamer. That's a big passion of mine. And then, of course, I mean, I have a lot of passions. I love to garden. Um, I love indoor plants. I love to write. I like to do crafts.
Hmm.
I have a lot I like to do, but I really love to cook and bake.
Yeah. You're good at it.
Mhm. Thank you.
Have you
You are
ever?
too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you ever participated in any charity or volunteer work related to your interest or in general?
Not no. I wanted to, but I haven't. No. I've just like never really had time, or like in this area, I don't even know where you would go to find out, what's available to volunteer to, or now I
Maybe at
would
the
like to
local nursing
volunteer,
home.
huh?
Maybe at the nursing home.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's sad though. That I'd
Yeah.
be sad all the
It might
time.
be hard on your mental health.
Yeah. But also I am passionate about animals and
Mm,
animals' well-being. So
Animal
volunteering at like
rights, animal rights.
yeah, animal rights. So I would like volunteer for, advocating for animals, a group with them, something like that.
yeah.
Like the
Adeline is
Humane
very
Society.
passionate about that.
Mhm.
You'll go
I am
back and
too.
see some of the videos that she get on these. I should start her channel and call it Adeline Rants because she
Hmm.
gets on her little pedestal, Adeline for president. I'm telling you, when she gets
Yeah,
passionate about stuff like that, it's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
So, our next set of questions are about relationships. These questions are about friendships, romantic relationships, and other meaningful connections that you've had. What's your experience with love?
Oh, what's my experience with love? Um, well, when I was younger, I was a hot mama.
I bet you was. You can tell. You was a hottie. You're still a hottie.
Oh, I'm just like now with all the medical problems I have and everything, I'm
You're
just
still
like,
beautiful.
I'm like, screw men. I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't care about no man. I don't care if a man looks at me. But I was in a lot of relationships, a lot, and s- some were good and some were really bad. But I wanted to be loved so badly by a man that I would get into really spongy. Thank you, spongy. That I would put myself in bad situations, really bad situations. I had an affair with a married man. I did. Um, this is when me and my husband were separated because me and my husband got together when I was 18, but we've been through a lot in our lives, an awful lot. And there was a time when we separated twice, and I started getting into all this crazy stuff. My mom had died, and I was really messed up in the head, and I just got into That's how I got in that affair with the married man. I still think about him to this day. I can't help it. I really do. His name was Stefan.
Ah.
He was fine as hell. He was fine. Fine ass man. But yeah, I mean, I have good memories with him, even though he was married.
Right.
I have good memories. But yeah, I just wanted to be loved by a man so badly that, I put myself out there too much.
How have your friendships changed over time?
I've kind of, I'm kind of like you are, like, I've kind of pulled away and distanced myself from people. And I prefer to be like a homebody and be in the garden or, at my pond with the fish or my dogs and the kids, and just be like that. Because when I did have friends, you couldn't trust them. Like you
Right.
just couldn't trust them. Like that woman that we were friends with. Spongie's talked a lot about it.
Yeah.
I thought she was I thought she was a friend, a real friend. She wasn't a friend. She just talked about me and behind my back and talked about Spongy. She created so much chaos in our lives, and I'm so glad she's gone. Because remember I told you she lived right next door.
Oh, she
Right.
moved?
Yeah, her dad died and she ended up getting his house. So
Okay.
she moved it. She's only like 15 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
And
Well,
she
that's
was
better
over
than
here
none of
yesterday.
you.
Well, she was over here yesterday visiting her daughter-in-law. I didn't see her. Spongy saw her. But yeah, I'm glad. And she is the reason we got hooked on tequila. I used to
Oh,
just drink wine, especially she's the reason for Spongy. But I went over there one day and she had tequila, and I had a glass of wine. And she was like, "Would you like a shot of tequila?" I'm like, I've never had that before. I don't know. I don't know if I really want that." She's like, "Oh, come on, come have a shot." And I did, and I shouldn't have, because now I'm addicted to it.
oh wow.
I really am. I really am. Now, I mean, I could walk away from it just as easily as I walked into it,
Right.
but it'd be hard. Just
Yeah,
like
that's what I was
stopping
gonna say. It's
smoking.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I used to smoke, and what basically helped me stop smoking again was when I got COVID and I
Yeah.
already couldn't breathe and I was scared I was going to die, and I stopped. I
My
stopped pretty
family
fast.
my family won't let me quit. I keep trying and they're scared of me. My poor old aunt, when I was taking care of her, she said, "Shannon, please tell them to get you some cigarettes. I'm afraid you're gonna kill your whole family."
I can imagine, yeah.
Other personality comes out that nobody
Mhm.
likes, so they want me to smoke. So
It's hard. It's hard. I
oh,
had those moments.
vicious.
It's really hard. Have you thought about trying to vape
I
to
did.
stop?
It was the vaping was so hard on my asthma. It bothered me more than smoking,
Oh,
so I couldn't do the
yeah,
vape.
yeah.
Did any relationships have a significant effect on you?
Did any relationship have a significant effect on me? I mean, a lot of them did, yeah. Especially when I met my husband and I
Yeah.
was 18.
Mhm.
I was madly in love with that man, madly in love with. But I think when he went overseas and he was gone for so long, and I was left to raise them.
Yeah.
When he came back, he was not the same person.
They're not. They're
He just
different.
was not. Yeah, he's not. He would have never dreamed of yelling at me
Mm.
before he went, and he will now. He will yell. But I mean, he would never put it. I don't think he would put his hands on me.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I mean, because
I think you'd whoop him if he
I don't
tried.
know. I don't know. He suffers with PTSD really bad.
Oh yeah.
He's got it really bad.
Maybe
But
not
yeah,
intentionally put his hands on you, but
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Who makes you laugh the most?
Spongy.
Yeah.
Spongy does. She'll make me pee my pants.
Yeah, me
She's
too.
literally had me pee in my pants. Haven't you, Spongy?
Yeah.
She also makes me mad the most too.
I can see that both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you deal with people who think differently than you?
It depends because I don't believe in judging people for their beliefs or, ridiculing them or putting them down. For instance, when we talk about religion,
Right.
I don't think that, and this is just my opinion, I don't think that any religion is better than another. Um, I think I was on Missy's Bible study. I think it was this past Wednesday. Oh no, she had it on Thursday instead of Wednesday.
Yeah.
And she had mentioned something about false idols, which I agree with that. You shouldn't worship false idols or anything like that. But another religion was brought up, and nobody said anything derogatory. But when I was in college, one thing that really opened my mind towards not judging people and not ridiculing them or pointing your finger at them was the philosophical classes that I had, philosophy.
Mhm.
And we would have like group discussions, and we learned how to discuss without angering one another,
Right.
And religion is a big, big thing. And like, my parents didn't agree with me on this at all. They thought I was insane. They were like, no, 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 no. The Baptist faith is the one, and that's the right one, and that's how it is. And I'm like, no, no, no. How are you going to say that? Because this is what I want people to really think of. This is just one thing. I don't know why I got focused on religion. It's important to me.
Yeah.
It's important for people to understand this, that God is not judging other faiths. He's not sitting there saying you're wrong and you're right. He just wants people to love and accept him as as the Lord and Savior.
Good.
So
Yeah.
just because Muslims practice one way
Mhm.
doesn't mean they're bad people. A lot of people would say they're closer to God than we are because their lives are very, very structured, very religious. Um, and there are radicals in every faith. Like there are radical religious people in this country that bomb abortion clinics.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that's what I want people to really understand. You have to have an open mind. You can't go around judging people by what you think because you really don't know.
Yeah, because what you judge someone else for, you're going to be judged by that same
Mm-hmm.
judgment.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be
That's
careful about
exactly
that.
right.
For sure.
That's right.
There's a
How
quote
do
in the
you
Bible.
show thanks or appreciation?
Huh?
How do you show thanks or appreciation?
Oh, I'm always very, very thankful. Like I'll just tell them, like if Spongy does something for me, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Or my husband, I'm like, thanks, thank you so much. And I try to give back. If they've gone and done something special for me, then I try to do something special for them too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I just saw what Spongy put in the chat.
I
She
didn't see.
said that man was not good looking. Yes, he was. I'm going to tell you, yes, it was. Okay, he was a black man, but he was like a cocoa. His skin color was beautiful. He had beautiful skin color, and it was like it's like the tan everybody wants when we're laying in the sun and we want to be that perfect brown cocoa. He
Yeah.
was that perfect color. He was 6'5", and
Oh
I'm
wow.
only 5'3".
I'm
So he
five
would
three.
pick me up in the air. You pick me up here, and drag me down his body.
Did you write
And
stories about that, Misty?
oh, I would, but I haven't. Wait a minute, I take that back. I did. Yeah, I did. I did write a short story about that.
You'll have to share that on your new channel when you get it
Yeah.
started.
But
What is
that's one thing. That's one thing I always tell my women friends. I'm like, Lord, have you ever been with a tall man that can pick you up over his head and just slowly drag you down his body?
Mhm.
Oh my word. She didn't think he was good looking. He was spicy, hot, sexy. He was
Oh,
very
wow.
sexy.
What
Very
would you
much so.
say is your love languages?
What do you mean? Like on love language?
Like love languages, there's acts of service, gifts, time, touch, and affirmation. What makes you
I
feel
mean,
loved, and what do you do to show people you love them? I would
oh,
think
what?
yours is acts of service. That
Huh?
would be my opinion. Would be that one of yours would be acts of service.
You mean like when you're doing something for them?
Mhm.
I do, yeah. That is what I do. Like, and I hug them, hug people, and but
Touch
yeah,
heart.
I really like. I'll bake them stuff.
Yeah.
I'll bake them cakes and pies and cookies and stuff like that.
Food should be one of those love languages, shouldn't it? It should be. There should be six. One of them should be food.
Yeah, that'd be good. It
I'd be
would, yeah,
killing it. Yeah.
yeah. Is Shannon frozen?
I think. Am I froze?
Yeah, you were for a minute.
My internet is terrible. But I feel like, am I unfroze?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
unfrozen.
I feel like you can tell what makes someone feel loved by what they do to show love. Most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
if you're doing something to show love, that's what makes you feel loved if someone does it to you.
Uh-huh. That's true. That
Our
is true.
next set of questions is about beliefs and values. These questions are about your principles, philosophies, and moral compass. Do you have any beliefs or ideas that guide you?
I am very, very religious, and I raised them in the church. They went to church. Even when we didn't have a car, we rode the church bus. The bus would come and pick us up, and we go to church and all that. But I really try to live my life the way I think God intended it to be. I'm not perfect. I've said that on my channel before. I'm not a perfect person.
No one is.
So like one of my vices is alcohol to try to control pain. Um, to try to be happy sometimes too.
Yeah.
And I say things I shouldn't say sometimes. But I do try to live my life as God would want me to live it and treat others as I would want to be treated.
Mhm. Yeah. Do you recall a moment when you had to step outside of your comfort zone, and how did it impact your life?
Oh gosh. Well, that would be way back when I was secretly seeing their dad and I was still at home. And what ended up happening is when I came back home from the military, my parents and my brother actually knew that I've been seeing a black man secretly, but they didn't want to say anything to me because I
Right.
had left my diary there by accident and they read it. They read my diary. I didn't know for years they did, but they did. Yeah, they did. That's a true violation. Like, that is the worst, most vile thing you could do to somebody is read their diary.
Yeah, that's worse than because that's in here. They're invading your
Hmm. Hmm.
the only
Yeah,
thing that is really
yeah.
ours. Yeah.
But I had to, like, I ended up getting pregnant with our first daughter, and I didn't have anywhere to go, you know, and I was hiding it from them. And it got to the point where I knew it was going. I knew it was going to get to the point where I wouldn't be able to hide it from them. So one day, I went into my room and I started packing my suitcase. And I came out with my suitcase. And my dad was at work. My mom was sitting there. No, she was in the laundry room. And I went, oh God, I'm going to cry again because this is hard. Where's my tissue?
Get the tissue.
This is very, very hard. I went over to her and I said, Mom, I'm leaving. And she turned around to me and she said, Wait, what do you mean you're leaving? I said, Mom, I'm pregnant. And I remember her crying. And she said, Well, we can work that out. It'll be okay. I said, No, it won't. She said, He's black, isn't he? And I said, Yeah. And I'm leaving because I don't believe the way you and Dad do. And I can't stay here anymore. And I remember her crying. I remember the last thing I saw was her standing in the driveway crying. And how it impacted my life. It hurts to this day. You know, it hurts. It hurts. Um, I didn't have them in my life for a very long time. They wouldn't talk to me. And like I said, they weren't there for any of the kids. And it just I guess I don't know. I guess it made me realize that I could live without them and still be happy and have my own beliefs and views and not have to do what they said.
Yeah.
But it was very, very hard.
Well, this next question, you may have already answered this. Was there a time when you had to defend your beliefs even when it was hard?
Mhm. Yeah, that I had to do it all my life basically. And I mean they acted like I was some kind of pestilence, like I was sick in the head and I needed to go to a mental facility. Like they and his my dad's whole entire family was like that. Like they tried to do like um it was almost like a cult where he had one of his sisters sit down with me and she was like, "No, we can fix this. We can fix you." And I remember sitting there and I was like, "No, I don't need fixed. You people do. You all need fixed."
Mhm.
And I remember getting up and walking out. And I just, it was hard to defend those beliefs, but
Yeah.
I did it. And I think I knew as a child growing up, the way I was treated, that it was one day it was going to come to either me following in the footsteps of what they wanted or me going off on my own and having to leave, you know.
Yeah. Mhm. How do your beliefs influence your daily decisions and actions?
How do my beliefs affect my daily decisions and actions? Oh man, that's a hard one. Um, my brain is actually leaving me. It is actually going on vacation. I
Brain fart.
guess how do my beliefs? I mean, I try to be kind to people, loving to my family. And I think here's the thing with me. And Teresa B has mentioned it to me before that I need to let go. Um,
Yeah,
because everybody in this home needs to be accountable for themselves.
I
But
agree.
like Spongy, for example, Spongy's going to be 31 years old December 9th.
Mhm.
And I'm still fixing her plate and giving it to her like she's a child. And I do the same thing with my husband and my son. My youngest doesn't
Love
live here
language.
anymore, but I'm folding their laundry and cleaning up after them and, buying them things and like they're still children. Like, and I'm still doing everything. And it shouldn't be that way. Like, it shouldn't be that way. They should be doing things for me. But instead, I continue to just do it all, do everything. I'm the
Do you
last one to eat. I'm the very last one to eat.
do you feel like maybe that gives you where you've had so many things in your life that were out of control? Do
Mhm.
you feel like that gives you that control over that to make you feel secure and to show them
Mhm.
love? Do you feel like that's why you do it?
I think so, yeah. I think so. Like,
Because a lot of
I was,
times when people have,
mhm,
had trauma in their life and everything was so out of control,
mhm,
they'll find something that they can
mhm,
control
mhm.
to give them that sense of security.
Yeah. And I was raised to where the woman is supposed to do everything in
Yeah.
the home. Like, I was raised to believe that we serve the man, we serve his dinner to him, and we take care of the kids, and we keep an immaculate home, which I can't. I used to be very, very picky. Like, I wouldn't let people come in with their shoes on picky.
Me too. I was
Um,
like that for a
but
long
now
time.
I've got to the point where, I can't control everything,
Yeah.
and I have other things to worry about. So I've kind of let go of some vices like that.
Yeah.
But I think that what I do now does allow me to hold on to what keeps me sane and happy.
It's your safe place.
Yeah. And I've always said, like, sometimes it'll be so quiet in here. And I'll always say, like, I don't like that. I
Yeah.
don't like it to be real quiet like that.
I miss my babies being here. I mean, I've still got Adeline home, but the grown babies,
Mhm,
oh, we had a
mhm,
house full always, and I miss that. And
mhm.
but you know, I had a brain fart just now. I had something to
Mhm.
say and I forgot it.
Oh no. And the harder you'll think to bring it back, the further it'll go away.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll pop
Oh,
back in.
it came. It came.
Oh.
It, don't let me lose it again.
Mhm.
Oh, shucks. Darn it. That's that stroke brain I got where I had that stroke, that
Oh
short term.
no. Yeah. You got it? Look at Shannon Booger.
Really, um, it's not even about them not being capable because they're capable
Mhm.
and they would do it if you didn't. It's just that's your security more than
Yeah.
anything to do with them. It's more to do with you than them,
Hmm.
maybe.
Hmm.
Let's see. Are there any cultural or spiritual beliefs that are important to you?
My faith is very, very important to me. I mean, I have backslidden. I don't read my Bible like I should. And then I feel really, really guilty because I'm like, in my brain, I'll say, well, I don't have time. But yet I have time to do a YouTube video, though. So I'll feel really guilty about that. But, oh no, what happened
Okay,
to Shannon? Oh,
are we
there you
there?
are.
I don't know what's happening.
I know you disappeared for a minute,
Yeah.
but my faith is really important to me. Now both my sons, they don't believe in God. Don't ask me how that happened,
Hmm.
because they used to,
Yeah.
but they don't now. But ask me that question one more time because I'm losing track.
Um, if I can remember which one it was.
It was something I don't. Do you remember, Spongy?
Are there any cultural or spiritual
Yeah,
beliefs that are important to you? I think you already answered that
yeah, yeah.
pretty well.
My faith,
What
yeah.
What is the most important lesson you've learned about life so far?
Oh, it's so terrible to have to say this. You can't trust people.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
really can't trust people.
I'm
Like,
still
and
learning,
and even in the church, even in the church, I
especially
have
sad,
huh?
especially in the church, and that's the sad
Yes,
part. Yeah.
yes. I have been sitting in church, actually, talking to people, then go to Walmart and they see you and they turn around and walk the other way.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Or they treat you bad in
Mhm.
traffic.
Or you're leaving church and there's traffic leaving church, and the woman that you saw sitting next to you is cussing out the window at somebody else because they're stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Lady,
Yeah.
you just left church. What the hell's wrong with you?
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, if I've learned anything in life, and it's horrible to have to say that and feel that, but if I've learned anything in life, people are nasty things.
Yeah.
Human beings are nasty people.
They
They're
are.
nasty to one
They can
another.
be, yeah, for sure. Are there any causes or social issues that you feel strongly about?
Women's rights.
Mhm.
I am, and animals' rights, but I am a big time advocate for women. I think that women are just as equal as men. I think that women don't need a man telling them what they can and can't do, like our political system right now. I don't believe in abortion unless that child is going to suffer terribly and die a terrible, tragic death.
Mhm.
And there's just no hope. I believe
Right.
that the woman should have a right to end that pregnancy if that's the case.
Yeah.
I believe if a woman's
I think they
raped,
should call it something else in that case so that it's
they
not
should. They
attached
should.
to that.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
And in the times we're living in today, if you really open your eyes and look, we're falling back into a period of the 50s, back
Mhm.
when women could be beat by men and get away with it,
Mhm.
or black people could be strung from a tree and the people that did it can get away with it. And we're living in a really, really ugly time for anybody of color and women. We really are, because I don't know. I don't want to get too political with it, but it's horrific times. And if something, where'd Shannon go? Oh, there
I'm
she
here.
is.
I'm here.
If
It's going in
something
and out.
doesn't change, if something doesn't change,
Mhm.
I don't know what's going to happen to this world. I don't know what's going to happen to this country. I
Yeah.
really don't know what's going to happen. I know it's not going to be good. I mean,
Well,
it could go to civil war.
it's going to get worse. I mean, it's not going to get better. The Bible says,
Yeah.
it's just inevitable. We just got to be ready either way. Well, my internet is going in and out. So if that happens again, just keep going and it'll pop back in. I'll
Oh,
pop
okay.
back in. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Any role models or individuals who have influenced your beliefs?
Any role models, or what was the other?
Um, is there anyone who's influenced your beliefs?
When when I um when I was having problems with my husband when he came back. Well, no, this wasn't when he came back. This is before he was going to leave. When I was having problems with him, I had a godfather, and God put that man in my life at the just the right critical point, right. And I had to go, and he was like a guidance counselor. I forgot exactly why I had to go to his meetings. Oh, I separated from my husband, and I had taken the kids, and I was in a homeless shelter. I'd gone to a women's battered shelter.
Yeah.
I mean, a battered women's shelter. And they helped me get an apartment and all that. And I had one of the guidelines was I had to go to counseling for abused women, and he was the leader of it. He was the one that did it. He totally changed my life. I mean, he changed my life. Like, and he was a very, very religious man too. He was very religious, and he adopted me. Like, and when my dad found out, My dad was like, "You only have one father, and I'm your
Yeah.
father." And I'm like, "No, he's my godfather, and you can't do anything
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
I decided that, not you." But yeah, he encouraged me to go back to school. He encouraged me to go to marital counseling, try to work things out with my husband, try to get him mental help.
Mm.
Um, he was there, and then he was gone.
Mm.
And you know what's funny? When I tell people God puts people in your life for a reason, it might only be one season.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
There's seasons of relationships. I believe that.
Mhm.
I truly.
Because he was my godfather. He was in, and I know he's passed away now, but he was in my life for a very long time and became a very, very important part of my life and changed my life and guided me in a different direction from where I was headed. And where I was headed could have been really bad. It could have been really bad. Um, but I'll always be thankful for him. I mean, he really, really, and he helped. He actually counseled me and my husband. He actually like did therapy with us for free, marriage therapy,
Wow.
because he was
Okay.
a he was a he had his master's in psychology.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I guess a psychiatrist. I
Yeah,
guess.
psychologist. If he was the
Yeah.
highest, it's a psychologist.
So he
That's what
knew
I
we
was
couldn't
going to do when
afford
I
marital
grew up.
counseling. So he did it, and me and my husband worked through our problems, and we ended up getting back together.
Wow.
That was really
What a
important in my
blessing
life.
for that man to come into your life.
Hmm.
Yeah. You know,
What'd you say?
sometimes when bad things happen, we think it's going to be terrible, but it ends up
Yeah,
being a blessing.
yeah, yeah.
Example of that. We are on our last page of questions. There's just a
Hmm.
few more.
Hmm.
If anybody has any questions, be thinking of them because when we finish out, we would like to, if Misty's okay with that, answer any questions in the comments and chit chat. So our last set of questions is about future aspirations. These questions conclude the interview by asking about future aspirations, goals, and dreams.
Hmm.
What are you looking forward to in the future?
My main goal would be to finally have a book published by a publishing house.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I can publish on There's all kinds of sites you can publish on, and promote your work yourself.
Mhm.
But to actually be picked up by a publishing house would be a huge, huge achievement, a huge dream of mine.
Mhm.
And what I would like for my future, and it would be so beautiful if it really happened, is to have that happen, but also have a huge farm and be able to take in so many homeless animals and have just a beautiful life with the kids and
Oh,
just a wonderful life. I
yeah,
mean, I do now, but
right.
that's my dream is to
Yeah,
have a beautiful farm. And even though I'm a sickly woman now,
yeah. Well,
I've
maybe you can
had
win the lottery
chickens.
and you can be able to do it and you can just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What do happiness and success mean to you?
You mean like you mean like defining them? You mean like what are
However,
they?
however you want to answer that, just answer it how you feel it means.
Oh gosh, that's gonna make me cry again. I'm just a crying woman.
Tears.
Happiness and success to me at this point in my life means having a happy, nurturing home,
Mm.
a husband that really loves me because I don't feel loved.
Mm.
I really don't feel loved half the time. But if I had that kind of home, that's what happiness and success would really mean to me because if you have a happy home, you have a successful life.
I agree. Yes.
Told you it was going to make me cry again.
How do you want to be remembered? What kind of legacy do you leave behind?
I want people to remember that I love everybody. I accept everybody no matter what, no matter who they are, where they come from. I want people to go to my YouTube channel and blow it up.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, watch the videos.
Yeah. Basically, that's what I really started my YouTube channel for.
I guess with me
Initially,
too.
initially
Mhm.
was for them to be able to go and see me when I'm not here anymore. So when they got lonely, they could just turn on the TV and there I'd be.
Yeah.
I did a lot of it for Spongy. So when she got sad and missed me, she could see me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've
That's,
told her so many times, you'll never be alone again because you can always go and see me.
yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh, well, thank you for sharing your story with me. Now, would you like to tell us about your channel?
Yeah, Spongy. Can you type in my channel? Can somebody put a link to my down home Misty style in there?
And after this processes, I'll go into the description and put some links there as
Oh,
well.
okay. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I have 3 channels and y'all, it's hard. It's hard to manage 3 channels.
I can imagine. I can't keep up with my little
It
I got
is.
going on, and I don't know how you're doing it, but you're
Cause I'm
doing it. You're
like,
killing it.
yeah, cause with the editing and all that, I've always been extra all my life. Like I've always been extra.
I'm extra.
And
I get it.
you are too? You're extra
Yeah,
too?
I'm extra. A little birthday party here. I mean, I'm
Mm,
blowing it up. They're like, "Why are you doing
yeah.
this?"
Mhm.
It's for you. It's for me.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Like even like Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
I decorate.
I work myself for 3 days straight into the ground.
Mhm.
And then when Thanksgiving is finally here, I can't hardly eat it.
You're too tired to enjoy
Yeah.
it. I'm slacking on that though. I'm backing up a little bit. I know people bring anything now. I'm like, what are y'all bringing?
Yeah.
I'm
But
trying to
they
let go
they look
a little
forward to
bit.
it. They do. They look forward
Yeah.
to it. Like,
Mhm.
and one thing, and this is not meant to make anybody cry or anything, but one thing that I know they'll remember. Here I go again. One thing I know that they'll remember is me in this kitchen
Yes.
smiling and serving them joy. They
Mhm.
smell the smells, and all day for 3 days, they smell it, and they're like, "That's mom. That's
Mhm.
mom in there."
Yeah.
I think that's why I do. I think you were right earlier on in this interview. I feel like that is my vice and my way of having some control in my life because
Mhm.
I never had. I mean, the whole time growing up and in my early years, I didn't have any control. I didn't feel
Yeah.
like I had any control in my life at all. And
Mhm.
now that's the one thing, like controlling my home. It's
Yeah.
my sanctuary.
I feel
And my
like.
husband doesn't seem to understand that. He doesn't get it.
Mhm.
Because he'll go in the laundry room and I'll be like, "What are you doing in there?
Right.
Get out of there!"
Yeah. That's the thing. Control. So I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Same thing.
he thinks I'm just being like, I don't know. I think he thinks I'm trying to control him, but that's
Yeah.
not what
It's
I'm
not that.
doing. That's not it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just I'm like, just leave my area alone. Leave it alone. You go outside.
That's your therapy.
Hmm.
They're messing with your therapy.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that's what it
okay.
is.
But you really have got to find some area that you can rest
Hmm.
and give them oh, what's the word? what is it where you just tell people what's
Accountability,
being done?
designate,
Yeah, yeah,
designated
designate
group.
and give them some help them to
Yeah.
grow too. But I get it. And I have really had to learn, being with Aaron, I've never
Mhm.
been one in a healthy way.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
having to relearn.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard for me to back up
Mhm.
him, so it's hard. Okay, that concludes. Let's open it up for some. Is there anything you want to say before we open up for questions, if anybody has any?
Oh, you mean me?
Hmm.
No, I want everybody to know how important they are in my life and our community. And like I was saying at the very beginning, especially last night when I was messed up.
That was
Y'all,
fun.
I was tore up. Um,
From the flow up.
I was. When I was rewatching that and I was sitting at the bonfire and I was taking that thing, I was like, I can't get it, Spongy. I can't get it. And I was standing here, I was like, oh Lord have mercy, help my soul.
When
What
Aaron
are they
came
gonna
home from
think?
work, we were watching one of your cooking videos had in after the live, and he said, "Is she cooking at 10 something?" And I said, "No, that's." Shonda says, "She ain't no shake to be cooking."
Oh my
My
I
sister's very.
apologize.
I love her. She's
Mhm.
country, and she just like it is. She said
Yeah,
she ain't
yeah,
no shake to be cooking.
yeah. She's probably a
I
lot
have,
like me too.
yeah, I have fell in love with you just a little bit more, Miss. Thank you so much. Okay,
Oh, you're welcome.
now I'm going to get on here these comments. I
Mhm.
feel like does anybody have a question for Misty?
Yeah, do y'all have any questions? I'm just a crybaby.
That's a
I,
good
I'm just a
thing.
very emotional person.
It would be bad if you didn't.
Yeah.
I
I've
had my
been through
first
it.
trolls on here, y'all. I've never had that. I feel
Mm.
special.
Aw. Oh, y'all know what? Yesterday was Paula's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday.
Happy
Happy belated
birthday.
birthday.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't ask her how old she is now.
I think that was you that commented something about on a haunted hayride, someone jump off. And I was just curious because years ago, we went on a haunted hayride in Virginia at Martin Station. Stepson jumped off. He got so scared he jumped off and took off. Wouldn't
Oh
that be funny if
no.
it was the same one?
Paula said cooking questions allowed or only life story.
Anything you want to ask?
Yeah. And
Anything.
Janet was asking how long I've had my channel. I actually have not had my channel long at all. I signed up for YouTube a long time ago, back when I just watched YouTube people. I watched people cooking and I was amazed at how they would put their videos together. Like I couldn't figure out how they were doing it. I'm like, what the hell they're doing all that? And then one day, Spongy looked at me. She said, you should start a channel. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. If they can do it, you can do it.
That's
It's
right.
not that easy.
No.
It is not that easy. Not that easy. If you all go back to when I first started, which I think I've had my channel probably a year and a half now. I think I've had about a year and a half now. Um, but if you go back to the very beginning, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know how to hold the phone. I
Mm.
couldn't figure out how people were making their videos full screen. For the longest time, mine would be just vertical,
Yeah,
and I would have to find creative ways to put on each side. Sometimes I would get it right. Like sometimes I really would get it right. Finally, my oldest son came into the kitchen one day when I was filming. He's like, "Mom," I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Look at what you're doing." I'm like, "I know, I'm filming. What do you mean?" He's like, "Why are you holding the phone like that? Why are you holding the phone straight up and down?" I'm like, you're supposed to, aren't you? He's like, no. He's like, you really are a boomer now. He said, you hold it horizontal and then it'll go full screen. And he said, have you been doing it this way the whole time? I'm like, yeah, I have. He said, I wish I would have known because I could have helped a long time ago. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
well. Now I'm trying, now like I'm practicing with, for Mother's Day last year, he got me the Sony ZV E10, isn't it, Booger?
Yeah.
E3, Sony ZV E3 camera. Man, that thing's hard to work with. You talking about a whole new world now. I
Oh,
still
wow.
haven't figured it out. Now that sheet pan meal I did,
It
the
was
shrimp one,
beautiful.
I did it with
Picture
that
was
camera.
so clear. I thought that. I thought she got a camera.
Mhm.
It looks good.
Yeah.
But I can't figure out. I bought a camera and sent it back because I can't figure out how to get it on to my editing thing. So
Oh,
I
I
sent
know.
it
See that I didn't use it. That
back.
I tried it last year when he first got it for me, and that was what I ran into. That was the problem I ran into. I'm like, how? Why is this not working? Like I can't figure out what's going on. So
Miss,
I had to.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, I had to get like I had to get a different computer. I had
Uh-huh.
to get this is an HP and it has a different USB port on it.
That's what I have.
And then it pulls it up and pulls everything up. But the other computer I had before, it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't let me get the pictures and edit them or do anything. So that might have been what yours is. That
Mhm.
could be what it is.
Miss Paula does retire. Do you have an absolute favorite dish to make?
Do I, Spongy? Do I have a favorite dish to make, Spongy? It used to be homemade banana pudding. And
Mm.
I mean, everything's from scratch. I'm going to have to do it on the channel.
Yes.
Everything is from scratch. Even the pudding, it's made totally from scratch.
You need to do
And
that. You need to do that right now because it's that time of
it
year.
is, it is. But
Yep.
here's the thing though. Spongy found out she's allergic to bananas.
Oh, see now I love bananas, but I don't like bananas. I pick the bananas out and eat everything
Mhm.
else. I like the flavor of bananas. It's a
Yeah.
texture thing for me.
Yeah. Her and my youngest son, because they both loved the banana pudding. And that's my husband's favorite dessert. I need to make it for him. I really need to
Mhm.
make it for him.
You can make a small dish for him.
Yeah. Well, no, Spongy's over here going. You can make him a small dish. I'm like, no, I'm making him a normal size, but
What
they.
advice would you give to a let's see, sorry, Miss Paula does retirement says, what advice would you give to newer channels who are still working toward monetization?
What would I advise? What kind of advice?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not monetized yet. See, everybody thinks I'm monetized, and I'm not. When I really started getting serious with my channel, it was easy to get the subscribers. Very easy to get the subscribers. The watch hours are a totally different thing. So I'm almost at 3,000 watch hours now. Almost
Yeah.
300 more hours, and I'll be at 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that next hurdle is the full monetization. So
Yeah.
what my advice would be to newcomers who dream of having their channel and getting monetized, is don't ever give up.
Mm.
Don't ever give up. Keep going, keep pushing forward, keep putting out content, keep doing it. Because if you don't, you'll never know. You'll
Right.
never know if you stop. And the other thing is, well, there's several things. Make sure that you're putting out quality content that you would watch, that you yourself would watch.
Mhm.
And try to have something like a hook right at the beginning, because I'm playing around with it. I'm kind of changing it up a little bit.
Mhm.
And that's what you have to do. But you can never give up. You just keep going forward, connect with people and help other channels, help other channels.
Yeah.
I would say this too. This is something that I've been seeing happen that is really sad to me. There are channels that have been in this very community that we don't see anymore.
Mm.
We don't see them anymore. And they forgot where they came from. They forgot where they started. And they got the big head and just moved on. So I would also say, don't use people who support you as a stepping stone. Always remember where you started from. And that's even in life.
Yeah.
If you were suddenly to win the lottery, don't forget your roots. Don't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
Um,
For
and I
sure.
see it happening all the time, and it's upsetting. It's really upsetting. And I would be that type of person if I did suddenly blow up, and I know you would be this way too. If I did suddenly blow up, I would bring all my community with me. I would do
Yeah.
everything I could to get them up there to where I am. I would do interviews with them and get them out there, not just forget about them.
Right.
And that goes back to that kind of goes back to one of the questions in the interview. What have I learned through friendships and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
See, it goes right back to it. People mistreat people every day. Every day.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's wrong. I don't understand. I don't understand it.
There's just an evil in the world today. Well, when you take the light, that just leaves room for darkness.
Mhm. It
That's a
does.
lot
It
of it,
really does.
really.
And
What
I
goes
think there's so
in
much
is
hate.
what's
Yeah,
coming
there's so
out.
much hate now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can feel it when you go out in public. You can feel
Different.
animosity. Just
Mm-hmm.
it's you. So I don't like to go out that much. I
Yeah.
really don't. I really don't.
Well, is there any more questions?
Yeah. Does anybody have anything else? Y'all
There
are
was,
so quiet.
oh, well, while we're waiting, I'll say this. If you would like to do an interview, email me you can find this in my description on my channel too, SRE379@gmail.com. And please go like and subscribe and watch channels, her videos, help her get those watch hours up. Play her playlist. If you're not home, just put it on your TV, play that playlist, help her bring those watch hours up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I'll put the Madeline's going in her room and play it because I'm kind of sensitive to different noises, so I can't have multiple sounds. So
Yeah.
even if I can't watch it, if I'm having to do something in here, if the TV's going, somebody else is watching TV, I'll put it on and try to pick somebody every day and just play their list.
Yeah.
Put it in here too while I'm working, but I can't have the sounds, the two
Right.
different
Right.
sounds. But
Right.
just little things like that really make a difference, I
Mm-hmm.
believe. And Oki's got that started. Shonda's still on here. My sister Shonda, I have an emergency. And I
Oh,
don't have
you
a
do? You have
vehicle.
an emergency?
Yes.
Oh, you're out of Diet Pepsi?
My sweet sister Shonda that lives just up the hill. If you have a
Oh,
Diet Coke, would you please bring it to me? Because I don't have a vehicle right now.
oh.
I just sat here and drank every bit of this. I'm panicking.
I know. Soda is addictive, whether it's diet or full flavored. It is addictive. Like, I want another one.
Yeah, like I sat here, which now this wasn't full. It was half, but still that's too
Mm-hmm.
much. But I just don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be without it. My sweet sister, if you're still on here, I don't know if she's still on here. She may not even be home.
She might not be.
But we're going on about 2 hours, so I
Oh,
guess
wow. This has
I
got to
guess
be your longest interview yet.
I know. I guess we'll
Oh,
wrap
wow.
it up if all hearts and minds are clear. If anybody wants to say anything, now's the time because I'm about to smoke all over myself. don't smoke in the house, so.
You need to tell Shannon I'm gonna have her on my channel.
Oh, Spongy wants me to tell you, Shannon, that she wants to do a collaboration on her channel with you.
Okay, great. Just know, we'll set a date. If you know the day right now, I've got my calendar right here. Message me or email me or, my number and stuff. So,
Spongy, do you already know the day you want to do it?
No, I'll tell
She's
you.
gonna. She said she's gonna think about it.
okay, just
And
let me
she'll
know.
email you. Yeah.
We'll do that. I'm going to do more of this because this is so much easier than doing the videos, and where I've got so much going on right now, I want to do more interviews because I love getting to know people. I'm just natural, not in a bad way. Just I
No, not
love
in a
the
bad way.
details.
No.
I love details of life. It fascinates me. When I was going to school, that's what I wanted to be, was a psychologist and study
I did.
criminal
At
minds.
one time, I did too.
Yeah.
I
So,
really wanted to do that too.
so
So
I
yeah.
enjoy this. So I want to do more of these. So please, if anybody's interested, hit me up. And if anybody me on theirs or whatever, I'm willing to do it. I'm backwards in person, but on the camera, I don't care. So
Yeah, I'll probably do. I'll probably have you come on my channel too.
okay,
Because I think I've been trying to do like cooking collaborations,
Mhm.
but I don't know if people are gonna really. I don't know how it would really work. But I thought, why not have interviews with people who do cook all the time
Yeah,
and find out where their roots started and all that
yeah,
kind of stuff. So
that's a
yeah,
good
I
idea.
thought that would be
And
fun.
Miss Paula was on one of her lives. I kind of pop in and out of everybody's lives. I can't hardly get through the whole thing, so I'll pop in and out when I can. And she had mentioned us doing washing dishes collab. I think that's a cute idea too.
That is a cute idea. I love her dishwashing diaries.
Chatting and washing dishes,
Hmm. I
I
think it's
talk to
really sweet.
myself washing dishes. I might as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think that's yeah.
So, all right, y'all. We're gonna end it because I know you probably got to pee. I got to pee. I need to smoke, and I'm sure all these
Mhm.
wonderful people have been so nice to join us. They're needing to go pee.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah.
All
We
right.
thank y'all for joining.
Thank you all. Bye, y'all.
Bye.